Okay, welcome back. This is Nighthawk 507. This one is a little longer, but it's not because I wanted to make it longer. It's just, well, I was having so much fun I forgot about the time. It's only half an hour, but about 29 minutes or so, but it's still pretty exciting here. And we're doing Chapter 2 now, and we're actually into Chapter 2. And I think you'll enjoy this. It's not my favorite level, but it's like one of the top levels. I sort of like it. You'll see why later. Found an egg, but I can't do anymore. Only restores 5 hit points, so it's like a mushroom. Yeah, I gotta check all these bushes out. That's always a wise idea, is to check the bushes. You never know what you might find. Like coins are always good. Looks like all the bushes here. Yep, dry desert. That's what I was trying to think of. First, we have to hike over Mount Rugged to get there. And I'm sorry, I was looking outside. I thought somebody stopped here, but no, I was wrong. Somebody just passing. Well, today we've had a lot of companies. We've had my ex-father-in-law here today, and we've had my daughter Tracy for a while here today. Sorry we didn't do any commentaries with her, but I was still half asleep because I was up pretty late doing a few of the commentaries then. A couple, anyway. And uploading a couple. Anyway, this is part 16, I believe. Yeah, I think we're on part 16 now. Trying to find out for sure, but it'll take me a second to find it. There we go. We're on part 16, yep. Anyway, now as we go up here, you'll see a block over here. You cannot hit that one yet. Reason being is you got the wrong kind of hammer, which we will get in this level. Now you meet another guy. Remember the post office? He was hanging around there. Well, he is here, and he's looking for some letters. And you will have to find those letters for him. Another side quest that is, well, it's not really a side quest because you actually have to do it. Side quests, I consider anyway, the ones you don't have to do. Like delivering mail, you don't have to do. Which we'll get into that later. Yeah. But I prefer to actually deliver the letters when I can. But you'll find out, like I said, more about that later. And there's lots of side quests in this. I think that's why I think this game is actually long, is because of all the side quests. The quests themselves, I don't think really are that long. I think it's those darn side quests make it long. But some of the side quests you really want to do. Well, you should do it. Yeah, I agree with you there. She says you should do them, and I agree with her. You really should do them. I recommend it highly. Like I said, I'm trying to get everything as possible in the game. And to do that, you have to do the side quests as well. Because there might be a badge that you might miss because you didn't do the side quest. There might be a star piece that you might miss because you didn't do a side quest. All kinds of things. And know, those slides are very important later on. That one's not particularly important except for the coins, but you'll see what I mean in a few. And also, I recommend to everybody, like I do, run into every enemy you come across if you're strong enough to deal with them, because they are very important. For the simple fact is that that if you don't, you won't level up as high. And I would recommend, you don't. I didn't do it in every level in certain chapters, but I would recommend that you identify each character you come across. That way you tattle on them, so that you know how many hit points they have. It can come in handy, especially on the bosses, because the higher level you are, or the higher chapter you are, the harder the bosses get. As you can see later on, trust me, they get harder as they go. I mean, this is not a hard game by a long shot compared to some other games, but it's still hard enough that you do have to do certain things. That's an RPG for you, period. Now, almost any RPG that I've come across, you have to go back and forth a lot, and you also have to earn levels, or at least all the ones I played, or I like to play. That is. And with this particular game, running to enemies is a good thing. In fact, I don't really know too many games that you don't want to run into enemies that's an RPG, unless it's like maybe certain games you don't have to, but on the games at least like this you have to, because I'm not much into the Black Ops and the stuff that the kids go for nowadays, but they may have to run into enemies, so you might have to skip them. I don't know how those work, but I do know on RPGs like this, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, RPGs like that, you definitely want to run into enemies to level up. Definitely. Yeah, that's a sleepy sheep, and I don't need it at this time. Here's one of the blocks that you can break. The yellow blocks right at this time you can break. But the stone bricks you can't break at this time. Okay, that's all of this area here, and we will go back up the steps. Like I said, I hope you guys don't mind me going back and forth. That's the way you really, truly should play an RPG. I know that Dalton, or Star Wars, he does not like to go back and forth on a lot of games. Unfortunately, without doing that, he cannot build himself up like you should. Now, sometimes I do, and I keep missing that guy, but sometimes you do, oops, I got hit. Sometimes you do, I do in this, even in, I'm not sure in this chapter, but in some chapters I do skip over an enemy, and the reason why is I'm looking for something specific, and I'm sort of investigating, and then they get annoying. But most of the times I do try to hit the enemy. But when I'm not sure where in the heck I'm supposed to be at, that gets a little annoying when there's an enemy that pops up. But for the most, ooh, I'm almost out of hit points. That's not good. Oh, there they go. I killed them anyway. But for the most part, I do try to hit all the enemies I can. Unless I'm this low on hit points, you know, I need to heal first before I try to hit anymore. There we go. What do we leave? Oh, there goes another one. Okay. And one thing I did like about the Paper Mario series, they all had a real good story. And me and Tracy, while she was here, we did the commentary on Luigi's Mansion, but until I'm done with this series, I'm not like a lot of others who do multi at a time. They just don't work for me. I will be uploading that after, and starting that series after I'm done with the Paper Mario series. Like I said, she wanted to see what a commentary was like. That's why she did it. Well, here's one of the letters. And as you notice, I used Cooper to get it, because there's a little gap there. And I have no way to fly over there, so I had to get some off. And that hammer, we cannot get at this time. Excuse me, everybody. Now this is a refresh. This is what our star spirit from the last one does. Now you can only have, the bar only goes up to 1 star. You have to get it to that 1 star to do it. And focus does make it go a little faster if I use focus, but I'm not using focus at this time because I get it. And during battle, you go up a little bit at a time, too. Darn, you got me in a first strike again. Do a power shell here. Not missing today. Oh. Well, they're dead now. Well, I guess we don't have anymore. I'm not going to keys that I didn't want. Well, there's 2 down. 1 to go. Now focus. You'll see what I mean about focus. Yeah, see, I'm almost up to your star already. There we go, now next time I'll be full after I hit one. But let's go back. This letter, I believe. Deliver the letter. First muzzle here. And then we'll deliver the letter. Letter been delivered. Now he's so relieved. There is 2 others that I need to find. So much. Now I gotta find those other letters as well. They're very important. Now there's another one that a lot of people call a side quest. It's not really a side quest that you actually have to do too. and that's get these magical seeds. And it's important for later on in the game. I remember that. I don't remember what for, but I remember it's very important in the game that you have to have these magical seeds. That's odd. See that. Oh, a new shirt. That always comes in handy. Now, for people that do use the Game Shark, there is ways to cheat on this game, but and those ways will help you with your levels and stuff like that. But I will be warned, if you're playing in Thousand Year Door, which is the second one of the series, be warned. Be careful what you wish for on cheating, because there is a way where you can goof yourself up so bad that it will actually freeze on you. Just to be warned on cheating on that particular game. Not sure about the others, but on that one, it is a little bit of a nuisance, because I got almost through the game and I had one code on I shouldn't have had, and boom, I was in trouble. Now, unless I need help on that game, I am not using cheats on it at all unless I need help with something. Otherwise, that game I'm not using cheats on like I'm doing with this one. This one I'm not planning to use any cheats unless I absolutely have to. Like I can't figure out how to get out of it. Figure out the game. But so far I have had no problems with it. Oh, that time at least I ran into him instead of getting hit for strike. But I thought I'd let you be warned, because I know a lot of people out there do like to use Action Replay, Game Genie, all that kind of stuff, Game Shark. There is certain games that you gotta be aware. Final Fantasy is another one that is in certain parts of the game you don't want codes on at all. Just to be warned. Especially when it comes to levels and your stuff like that. You gotta be warned. You can goof up your whole game and you have to start all over because you goofed it up. I've done it myself. And trust me, that's not a good thing. I don't know about this particular game that we're on now, but I do know on certain other games that you can get in trouble. Ooh. Okay. One left. Yeah, there we go. We got it. That action command sure does help. And so does that maple syrup. Oh, first strike. Cool. They could have done a few other things with this game that I thought of after they did it, but I know why they didn't do it. Like, for example, first strike, I wish it would have done a multi-bounce. That would have been so cool. Or a smash hammer or something. Of course, when you get those items, of course, but, you know, they didn't do it. But it would have been nice. Now be careful of that rock. That's not just a rock. Like right there. I just hurt myself. She jumped on it. You should use a hammer with that because they're spiked. That noise you just heard was some other encodings I was doing, so that they'll be prepared in the right format. Oops, the hammer doesn't work on here. Now I'm going to tattle on it. Well, actually, but Mario, Goombario is, anyway. He tattles on people. There's courage in running away sometimes, which I do think I run away a few times. It's just figuring out what I can do with it. Like right here, I think I run away. So I gotta figure them out. I think that's why I ran away. But you lose coins every time you run away, so let you know. You don't always want to run away, then you lose all your coins. You don't want that. But I have to think a little bit on this. I remember that. I had to think a little bit how to beat him. Because it's not just plain as 1, 2, 3. Like I said, I don't remember on some things anyway on this game. I haven't played it in a while, so I have to remember how to do certain things. Oh, shell shock doesn't work. Okay, I know jumping on him won't be an answer. Try a paw block on his head, but paw block does work. I think for those guys, they should actually give you more star points than they do. They're tougher. At least at this time they are. Oh! I think I just found something maybe. No, maybe not. No. For a minute there I thought there was a secret there. No, there isn't. It's just the lighting. For a minute there, I thought I missed something, but I didn't. One thing about power blocks, though, they only do 2 hit points, so don't be relied on them in later levels. Fire Flower only does 3, so just be warned on that. And when they're too high a level, there might even be less than that. Now we gotta go down this way. I don't remember if I got that star piece there or not. Well, we'll go back there in a minute here and see if I got that. But now, one that you will get later for enemy, for items, which is really cool, is a snowman, and it's really cool. I think it's between 4 and 6 on that, but you don't get that. I think it's chapter 3 when you start getting that. But I tell you, it was really fun, really cool. Okay, now on this side, well, of course, we want to beat the enemy. Yeah, I gave away a spoiler, sorry. I had to. But they don't know what it looks like, though. So it's not really a spoiler until they know what it looks like. Now this one, I don't remember if I got. Okay, I don't know if this worked. Yep, it did. So Bombette is pretty good for those guys. For those rock people. cliff, I think they call them. Or something like that. Cleft, got it. She's forgetting herself and starting to type what she tells me. Okay, isn't that funny?
No.
Why not? It's funny.
It wouldn't work on the dog thing.
No, but that's beside the point. Yeah, that's true. Now, power bounce is pretty good, but don't make one of the mistakes I made on the power bounce too. Because after a while, you want to change that for something tougher, which I totally forgot I had other things for badgers. Don't do that. That can be a mistake. You'll see what I mean in later episodes. Because I got so hooked on that one, it just didn't work the way I wanted it to. Ooh, that hurt. Don't have the right kind of shoes for that. Yep, use refresh now. Nice. Go back up here, you'll see what I'm saying. Because we can't get that one area yet. Ah, we got it. Got in. Got one. Power block on him. Got a honey syrup. That always comes in handy. But I'll use it right now. Got back up to 7 now. Now we need to go backwards. Let's see how. Wee-haw! All the way on the other side. There's a letter. Yes. Give me a letter. Okay. Now we need to go drop that off. Okay, everything we can get at this time, we got. Okay, now let's go and the other side. Nope. Now we go this way, up the steps, and we save it, and we're out of time for this episode. I'll see you in the next. This is Night Owl 507 with background of Dream 507. Dreamweaver 507, and we'll talk to you next time. See y'all later.